What's up, everybody? It's Jay, and we're going to be talking all things experiential marketing. So, if you are new to the experiential marketing industry or you've been working and have extensive experience in the industry, whether that be as a brand ambassador, team lead, product specialist, or even a tour manager, there are some things that you're probably doing right or some things that you're probably doing wrong, which can be keeping you from obtaining consistent opportunities or, quite frankly, if you're new to the industry, obtaining your first opportunity. So, I got a couple bad habits that you need to go ahead and get rid of, delete them, let them go, that could keep you or can be keeping you, from obtaining consistent opportunities or obtaining your first opportunity. So let me jump right into it with the first one. You are constantly double booking yourself or not showing up for an event in which you confirm that you will execute. This by far is the worst mistake you can make and a pet peeve for many agency owners and account as well as staff and managers. If you commit to a program prior, your word is your bond, especially in the experiential marketing industry. So unless a dire emergency happens, not one that you made up, aka a fake flat tire or a fake illness, that doesn't count. But unless you have a legitimate reason as to why you're not able to execute an event, canceling last minute is a no-go. And quite frankly, it could ruin your chances of being considered for opportunities with that agency in the future. For many EXPs, they think that double booking, aka booking two events at the same on the same day or at the same time, or events which may overlap in time, is cool because you may know the team lead or you may know the tour manager and they'll let you arrive late for the event. Believe me, if you are doing this and you're doing this consistently, it will catch up to you. So the best thing that you can do at any position in the industry is over communicate. If you know that you're not going to be able to make an event because of an emergency, make sure you let the account or staff and manager know in a timely manner. If you are considering double booking yourself, don't do it. Just make sure that you are setting yourself up for success and not for failure. And believe me, there's money to be made in this industry. So you're not going to get rich and make all the money off one or two events. So pace yourself. Make sure that you are being honest, and more important, that you are communicating in a timely manner so that staff and agency or a coordinator can find a replacement for you if you are truly unable to execute an event. But don't lie, guys. It'll catch up. Trust me, it will bite you in the butt. All right. Tip number two. Let me rewind. Tip number two: not being able to fully commit or prepare for an event. Now, you checked all the boxes, you crossed your T's, you dotted your I's, right? But when it came to you actually getting on the phone and talking to that account or staff and manager about the actual program in which you applied for and now you're interviewing for, you're unable to really talk about your experiences. Lying on your resume or not really having the necessary experience to execute an event and just thinking that you're going to fly by and get through the event is something that I would caution you to avoid. For one, when you get on the event site, especially if you say you are a manager and you don't have the experience, you will be tested, and there will be times in which you will have to ensure that you're able to successfully meet all the roles and responsibilities required. So be honest up front. Don't lie on your resume. Don't lie during the interview. Don't fake it to make it. While you may think, okay, you know what, I got by on this one event. Trust me, if you keep doing that over and over and you don't gain the necessary experience initially, that will catch up to you and will red flag that agency owner or other agencies, aka a blacklist, and keep you from obtaining consistent opportunities for months on end. So if you don't really have the experience and you're trying to wing it or fake it to make it, while it may work initially, it could come back to haunt you later. So take the time, gain the necessary experience, speak with other experienced EXPs who've been in the industry for a while, and make sure that you are executing events and working with tour managers who have the experience that you look to aspire to obtain, so that you will know how to successfully navigate and execute those events when your time comes. All right. And the last tip that you need to stay away from, bad habit that you just need to say no to, is having an entitlement mentality. Yes, I've talked about this numerous times on my page. I've done videos about it, but I cannot stress this enough. Coming on site, first of all, late, not properly and adequately studying the brand information and learning the key talking points, not being willing and able to assist where necessary, having attitude, giving the tour manager or the team lead a hard time, not being truthful and honest about what you what your roles and responsibilities are and what you are or are not willing to do, are all signs of an entitlement mentality. So check yourself before you come to the activation. If you know mentally you're not prepared to be there, if you got some personal issues going on, if you just not feeling it, you need to be honest with that tour manager or that team lead once you arrive on site. Again, like I said before, if you committed to execute an event and a dire emergency happens, then definitely let that account manager or staff manager know so they can go ahead and replace you. But if it's something that you can definitely work through at an activation site, make sure that you let that team lead or that tour manager know prior, once you get on site and prior to the activation happening, so that they can place you in the best position for you to be successful. Ultimately, when you're executing experiential marketing events, you are face to face and you are engaging with consumers. So you got to make sure that you are going to be front facing, that you're going to be all smiles, that you're going to have an outgoing and engaging personality, and that consumer is not going to have a bad experience. Because at the end of the day, that one bad experience or that one bad day that you're having, and you talk to that consumer or that secret shopper, and it gets back to the agency or the account manager, and they give you a bad review, or worst case, they say that you were unprofessional, you were rude, that could hurt you and harm your relationship with that agency and keep you from obtaining opportunities in the future. So definitely, if you feel like you're not able or up to execute an event, let somebody know. But please don't come on site with the entitlement mentality, because you could be like a cancer. You could affect the other EXPs on site who are there, looking to have a great time and have fun executing the event, and you don't want to spoil it for everybody else. Don't be that bad apple that spoils it for the bunch. All right. At the end of the day, you are hired and you are there to execute a particular role and responsibility. So have fun. Always have an outgoing and engaging personality, but leave the entitlement mentality at home. All right. As an experienced tour manager and someone who's been in this industry for years, I cannot tell you the number of times I've had to pull EXPs to the side and have a conversation with them or send somebody home because they were not willing to do what the roles and responsibilities requested, or quite frankly, they were just rude, unprofessional, and did not really want to be there. So check yourself before you come to the activation. As you move throughout the experiential marketing industry and into various positions, leave the bad habits alone. Talk to other EXPs that have your best interests at heart. Remember, watch your circle and just ask them about things that you can do to successfully put yourself in position to obtain the opportunities that you desire. It's going to be some work. It's not going to be easy, but I'm here to tell you guys it's well worth it. All right. So make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, go back, watch all my videos. I drop a ton of gems and a ton of resources for you that will assist you as you move about the experiential marketing industry. All right. Remember, leverage your skills to create your own version of success, and you are your own brand within a brand. So always represent yourself accordingly. All right. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.